Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy people.
Hello.
We had so much fun hanging out in our costumes that we just decided that we would give you another bonus.
Gonna leave them on.
Just hang out,
Yeah.
do bonus stuff
Yeah.
because it's Halloween season and we think you deserve it. You deserve it. You worked hard to get to the spooky season.
That's right.
And we're rewarding you. And I said that right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. We've been drinking wine.
I mean,
Cheers.
like a glass. Not too much.
Like, just, 5 of these little tiny glasses. Fine.
I think we've got like a half a bottle between us. So I feel like
it's not that bad.
Nothing too crazy.
I was just trying to make excuses for my mouth words not working.
I mean, it happens fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the mouth words, it happens real fast.
Well, if you don't know who we are, this is PNW, Haunts and Homicides.
Oh, right.
We chat about true crime, the paranormal, anything spooky in the Pacific Northwest, and sometimes we do bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what today is.
That's what we're doing.
So I mentioned this to Caitlin a while back, like not that long ago. It was pretty recent.
Like 15 minutes ago.
It was longer ago than that, like in between a long time and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But she didn't know what this was at first when I mentioned it.
No.
But then I told her it was kind of looped in with a true crime story. And she's like, oh, yeah, that I know that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know that ish.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let me shittily explain it to you in like one sentence. And that was cool. It sufficed for then.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what if I actually go deeper into this and tell her all of the ins and outs of the elevator game?
A game I would simply never play, I feel.
Not even at the Benson?
I don't know.
I think it's big enough. You need like 10 floors.
Oh.
How tall is the Benson?
I don't think it's anywhere near that tall.
You don't?
No.
It looked pretty tall from the outside.
Okay, well, I'll look.
Yeah, look it up. I want to know.
Oh, it's 12 stories.
Okay, I'm like, it went way up
You're
there.
totally right. I don't know why I was like, it's like 3 stories.
We did only go to 2 stories. Like we went to the first level and then the second level. So we didn't quite get to see all of the building yet.
Yeah. And it's actually technically a 13-story hotel.
No way. Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to go do the elevator game at the Benson. Come on. It's totally fine. I'll tell you how to play. We'll be fine.
I'm getting 2 different answers here. Some are saying 12, some are saying 13. So I don't know.
Maybe because they don't count like
the 13th.
Or, well, I was thinking maybe they don't count the lobby as level 1. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like lobby and then 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Oh, could be. Yeah, that might make sense, actually.
I try.
Yeah. Look at you.
I go in a lot of elevators. It's probably a normal amount.
Yeah. Just like average.
Well, this game is also called The Elevator to Another World.
No, thank you.
Or I think The Elevator Ritual is one of them.
Okay.
One of the names. Do you wanna know how to play and what happens?
I mean, sure. I don't want to accidentally play it without even like realizing. So
it would be kind of hard, but I can see how you could do it.
Oh, okay, great.
Buttons. Just kidding.
Oh, is that like all there really is to it? I mean, I guess you're going to tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'll let you know. And then we'll decide at the end if we're going to go to the Benson and play this.
Okay.
So the elevator game is an urban legend, and they say it started in Korea or some say Japan. I don't know if they're just kind of like lumping them in together.
Yeah, you're like, are you not sure which country?
Yeah, but I think a lot more
Okay.
places say it originated in Korea.
Interesting. Okay.
And this game kind of gained popularity in like 2013 because of a very sad thing. Elisa Lam's death at the Cecil Hotel in LA. And so there was footage of her kind of acting strange in an elevator.
Yes.
And so people just kind of were like, oh, she's playing the elevator game. And like, that's what killed her. I don't think that's true.
Yeah, kind of seems like not so much. Because if it's supposed to be taking you to another world, like that piece of it did not work out to be true.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Unless it took her there and spat her back out. Cause there's some weird things that happen at the end if you don't end it right.
Oh,
But obviously I don't think that's what happened to her. But
okay. Yeah. But kind of like a Ouija board, like,
yeah, like if you don't close it out right,
okay.
have you left? So
It's so intense.
but that's the reason it got kind of linked to her story is because there was
Yeah.
footage of her in an elevator, and then obviously online people went nuts about
yeah.
it and have all of their own theories about true crime. And so
All of the sleuths.
it's forever linked, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So this is a game you can play alone or you can share this experience with a friend. Caitlin? I did my weird wink. That was just my cheek moving.
Yeah, I don't think that's as enticing or convincing as you might be thinking.
Don't you want to play with me? I could be in a haunted house. I'd be really good.
You really would be. Yeah, you were born for this.
So it needs a building with at least 10 floors. So the Benson would work. We looked that up. And they say it does have to be a public building too. So not like your own private building, I guess, if you have a building with 10 floors.
When you just like casually own something that's 10 or more stories.
Yeah. So it does have to be public. And obviously it needs to have an elevator.
Yeah. Fair point. Fair point.
It is in the name of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
To play this game, you get in the elevator and you ride the floors in a certain order.
Oh.
And if someone enters the elevator on one of the floors that you stop at, or one of the players gets out, you have to restart.
Oh, okay.
So you can't really interact with anybody.
Honestly,
living.
it's kind of starting to sound like Monopoly, like the longest game ever, because it's a hotel and how the hell are you supposed to be uninterrupted?
Right. Well, it doesn't have to be a hotel. It just has to be a public building.
True, but
so
still.
Like, I don't know the Cecil, how poppin' that was in the middle of the night. Like, obviously some shit went down without anybody knowing. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But the Benson,
boy.
it seemed pretty, I feel like we would have to do it in the middle of the night.
Probably.
Because it was, people come in and we said before they use the bar is like a public space. So it's not just people staying there that come in the building.
Yeah.
It's pretty busy, I imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know how many elevators they have too. Like if they just have like one or if they have multiple, that obviously depends on the traffic.
I think at the Benson, they probably have just the one because remember she was talking about how, and correct me if I'm remembering this wrong, but I think she was talking about how most hotels at the time would have had like a staircase on this side of the building and then a staircase on like the opposite side. And the Benson just has the one to get up to like guest rooms. So I think probably, I mean, it's been renovated and things, obviously we talked about that quite a bit over the years, but I would think probably putting in just the one elevator would be like the easiest way to go about it. But
we'll have to see when we go back.
Maybe service elevators though. I feel like that is a little bit different.
Dude, using a service elevator would be like extra creepy for this game, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that.
Okay,
let's continue convincing Caitlin to never ever play this game because that's basically what I'm doing here.
Yeah, essentially.
So you start by going to the 4th floor. And then if there's no interruptions, no one comes in or out, you go down to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Then you go up to floor 6.
Okay.
And then back down to floor 2.
Okay.
And then all the way up to floor 10.
Oh.
And this is all like if anybody gets in or out at any point, you got to start all over again. So the next one you do, you go down to the 5th floor. And this is where some shit kind of starts to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a woman that enters the elevator with you at the 5th floor, do not look at her. Do not talk to her. Like, don't acknowledge her at all. Pretend she does not exist. This woman is not a woman.
Oh, boy.
She's not human.
Oh, boy.
If you do talk to her, look at her, acknowledge her, she might decide that she needs to keep you for her own.
But for why?
I don't know. It didn't say.
Oh.
To play with you. Also, I don't know how you're supposed to know. Like, what if it's just a normal woman getting on at the 5th floor and you have to start all over?
I mean, I guess you don't know until you know.
But if it's at floor 5, after doing the other sequences, just don't even if you think it might be human, just like don't.
Yeah.
Don't acknowledge.
I mean, I feel like that really follows like my typical preference for interactions in a public setting.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
I just wonder like how hard she tries to get you to talk to her though. Like,
oh, yeah.
Will she start talking to you like, hey, where are you from? What's a good restaurant in town? Like, does she act normal?
You can't even look at her.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is she doing something crazy that you can see like in the corner of your eye? Like,
yeah, I was just thinking like you can see her probably like on your peripheries and
I don't want that.
Ooh. I mean, I kind of do. I just want to see what happens.
Like, I want to know, but I don't really need to experience it for myself.
Fine, I'll do it by myself. You have to wait in the lobby and make sure I come back.
Yeah. Somebody call the Ghostbusters.
So if you make it through that and you don't speak or talk to her, I guess she goes away. And then you have to press the 1st floor button.
Okay.
The elevator then will either go down to the 1st floor normally, in which you exit and you never look back. You just leave, just go. But it might start going up to the 10th floor instead of the 1st floor, like the button you pushed.
Okay.
If the elevator reaches the 10th floor without interruption, you can then exit the elevator for the first time in this entire game. You are allowed to exit the elevator. And if a woman asks in a very high-pitched voice, where are you going? What's wrong? I don't know if that's her voice. That's just what I interpreted the high pitch to be.
Well, I mean, I, for one, hate it, but
don't respond to her.
Okay.
Do the same thing. Totally ignore it.
Okay.
Once you get off on the 10th floor, you are in another world.
Okay.
Like you're there. You made it. You crossed over into the unknown. And you're alone there. I mean, you could have your partner who you're playing with, but otherwise no one else is in this world except for, I guess, this person who's asking what's wrong. I don't know where they're at or where they come from.
I feel like that's ominous.
You might not. It looks like you don't see them, though. You kind of just maybe hear them. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
There's not a ton of details.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine this would be a difficult thing to report back on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, your husband just walked by the little crack in the door and I almost peed my pants, even though I just peed.
Holy shit. What are husbands for if not to make you a little bit freaked out? So much so that you almost pee.
Just scare the pee-pee out of you. It's fine.
Babe, you're scaring the pee-pee out of us.
What do you say? I'm sorry, I'm almost done.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. I never know what he's doing.
Where's my meatloaf?
Mm-hmm. Ma,
the meatloaf. Okay, so we're kind of distracting ourselves, but let's keep going. Because there's more.
Like meatloaf sounds good. I don't know.
Let's take the meatloaf on the elevator. Maybe that's the secret. You got to take food with you, and then you're fine.
Well, I mean, that was the number one concern when we thought we might get locked in behind the gate.
That's true. You probably do want to take food with you because your electronics won't work in this other world. So you can't Uber Eats.
I say that like I'm always ordering Uber Eats, and that's just simply
really
not
not.
the case. But I want to have the option.
Yeah. When the option's taken away, it
Yeah.
sucks.
It's horrifying.
This other world is pretty close to the world that you came from. Like you might not know the difference,
Like, what was the point?
but all the lights will be off. Only thing that you can see is like a red glow coming from any windows, and it's from a red cross that's in the distance.
Okay, why is this something that we're trying to accomplish?
Because you want to visit another world and return and get bragging rights and say that you made it back.
I mean, okay, are there people making it back? Are there people making it there and then making it back?
I don't know.
I have so many questions.
I bet Reddit would tell you.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I didn't like super deep on people's like personal stories because we're just interested in like how to play
Okay.
for right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if anyone actually did it and came back and had a story.
Yeah, that would be so interesting.
Or if it's just instructions and then no one ever returns to tell their tale.
That's my concern primarily, I feel, because this other world sounds like.
Yeah. But you can return back to your own world. So the goal is to just enter that world and then get back probably as fast as you can to the elevator that you got up there on. So you definitely have to find the same elevator.
Yeah.
Don't go too far.
I'm saying allegedly on that because I'm going to need someone to fact check, to confirm this.
To confirm what?
To confirm that like you can come back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
You got to follow all the rules though.
Okay.
But apparently if you go too far, like you can lose track of the elevator. Like the distance gets weird. And,
of course you can.
Yeah. So be careful.
I don't like that at all.
So returning, you have to get back in the same elevator and then go through the same order of floors that you did to get up there. So 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. And then when you press the button for the first floor, it will start going back up to the 10th floor again. And you have to cancel this before it gets there by pushing any other floor button, apparently.
Okay.
So to cancel, push any other floor. And then I guess then when it cancels, you can try to push floor 1 again. And it should work. It should take you down, not back up.
Okay.
When you get to the first floor, before getting off the elevator, this is very important. Before you exit the elevator, you want to check your surroundings very carefully and just make sure everything is how it's supposed to be, like the world you remember. If something is even just a little bit off, don't get off the elevator.
Oh, God.
Don't do it because you'll be trapped there forever. Probably. I don't know.
Okay. First of all, just too many steps.
There's a lot of steps. You need to write it down for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
But don't just have it on your phone though, because it doesn't work in the other world.
Well, right, exactly. And I'm sorry, but I've had printed MapQuest directions and still fucked that up. So I'm sorry. This is just, I'm not prepared to roll the dice on this one. I don't think so.
Good thing I think it's kind of like forgiving in that you can like start it all over, if someone gets in. Like I feel like it's semi-forgiving if you mess up.
On the front end?
Yes.
And that's not even you messing up. That's just like you're in a public space. So of course that is going to happen.
And I feel like, but if you pushed like 6 instead of, or if you pushed like 5 instead of 6, you could just start all over, I think.
Yeah.
If you're in the beginning. You're right though. Once you've been to the other world and trying to get back, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
If you think something is wrong, you have to repeat the sequence of floors until you get back down to the first floor and you are sure that that is your world.
That sounds fucking exhausting.
I know. So like hopefully it works the first time.
I take it back. It's like 1,000 times worse than Monopoly.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on how many times you have to go through the same steps of floors. How many floors is
I
this?
mean, I can
1, 2, 3,
predict it would be a few.
7 floors.
Yeah. No, thank you.
But
No.
once you get to the first floor and everything looks okay, it feels right, you can safely exit the elevator.
Okay, great.
Let's
Are
see
you
here.
about to tell me something else? It's like, oh, but also.
Maybe. So this is very interesting. So at any point during this game, if you faint or pass out for whatever reason, you will likely wake up in your own home and not know how you got there.
I mean, I guess if you faint, that's probably how it normally works.
I feel like you probably wake up in a hospital room. I guess.
Maybe. I guess
Yeah.
it depends on who's there with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
But if you suddenly wake up in your own room after playing the elevator game, you didn't know what was happening, it was in the middle of it, you want to make sure, again, that you're checking your surroundings, checking your world very carefully to make sure it is your world.
Okay.
And that you're not trapped in the other dimension.
Okay.
Just from passing out.
All right.
From being a scaredy cat.
Oh my God, this is the worst game ever.
And this kind of happens to people that are like a little more susceptible to things, a little more spongy, as I like to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell me more about why I shouldn't play this game.
I'll be with you. If you faint,
Oh
I'll
my
take care of
God.
you.
Yeah, except what if like only my physical body is still with you and like the
Oh my
other
God.
like conscious parts of me are going somewhere else?
What if it's like Insidious, where like someone other's soul like takes over your body and you wake up and you're not Caitlin anymore?
Okay, well, I've never seen that for obvious reasons. But if you ever watch the OA, there's sort of a similar kind of a thing that happens. So
Oh.
yeah, I think you would really like it.
The Insidious, because you said the OA. So like the Insidious.
The Insidious.
It's about like astral traveling. So they're like their soul leaves their body while they're sleeping.
Great.
And then like other things want to take it over.
No, thank you.
I'm like,
You're like, I've got googly fingers.
Also, one last thing.
Okay.
You shouldn't try to play this game too many times. I don't know what the number of, I don't know what too many times is. But it does make you a little more susceptible to like, accidentally like a little slippage through to the other side.
Great.
Yeah. So if you play it too many times, you might just go crazy apparently and start slipping in and out of dimensions.
Okay. I was going to say, I mean, all you do is go crazy. Like, I mean, come on, we're halfway there.
Yeah, right. I mean, crazy. It's not a bad thing, right? But we don't want to be slipping in and out of dimensions willy-nilly.
I don't think so. No, I don't think that I do. No.
So you wouldn't play this game with me?
I'm pretty sure it's not for me.
We should have a Patreon contest where the winner gets to play the elevator game with Cassie.
There you go. She needs a companion, you guys, because I don't know if you're picking up on this at all as you're listening or watching, but it's probably not in a million fucking years going to be me.
That's true. I don't know why I said Patreon either. This is going to be in the main feed, so maybe we should have a contest for anybody.
Everybody. For all of the normies.
Creepy people. Yeah. I'm like, creepy people.
Creepy people.
Well, yeah, if anyone's interested in playing this game with me and doesn't like want to murder me also, I'm interested. Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking
of murdering.
Yeah.
We have a couple of cards we might want to draw and see what's on them. Do you want to explain what these cards are? They're not tarot.
I'm going to do my best. I haven't really had a chance to engage with these up to this point. So, got a big old stack of them. There you go. And, okay, I'll read you the description. It says, crack the case with this deck of 140 multiple choice trivia questions covering some of the most fascinating crimes and the real life criminals behind them.
I love multiple choice. It's the best kind of test.
Exactly. So it's topics taken from history and pop culture, from cons and heists to unsolved mysteries and more.
Ooh.
And this says the game is sure to challenge even the most devoted true crime fans. A challenge accepted.
So should I pull a card and read it for you?
I don't know. I'm afraid. Like, what if there's one that I don't know?
Then we can cut it out.
There's a lot.
If it's embarrassing, we can cut it out.
All right.
Huh?
Okay, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay. So there's this one sticking out right here. I want. It's like I'm pulling tarot, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
You put them pretty, and I just put them back.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Boy.
I thought they were more even, and
No,
I messed it
They're
up,
an
you
odd
guys.
shape.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Whoa, that looks kind of cool.
Oh.
Like you're censoring my eyes, like you don't know who I am. I should push the button to change my voice, but I can't get to it fast enough because I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, we are gonna have to play around with the soundboard thing because there's so much fun.
Oh, we will. Eradicated in 2013, the notorious Silk Road online marketplace was primarily used for what criminal activity? A, identity theft. B, arms dealing. C, murder for hire. Or D, illegal drug sales.
Oh God, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was used for all of the above. Will you read the question again?
Yes, it's not all of the above.
No, I know.
Eradicated in 2013, the notorious Silk Road online marketplace was primarily used for what criminal activity? Do you need the answers again?
Yeah, go ahead.
A, identity theft. B, arms dealing. C, murder for hire. D, illegal drug sales.
I think it was primarily the murder for hire.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know.
Are you going to bet $1 million on this question?
Oh my God.
Do you want the 50-50?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So the 50-50 is A, identity theft, or D, illegal drug sales.
Okay, it was between the murder for hire and the drug sales. Like I said, I think they really used it was like kind of all of the above. But yeah, drug sales then.
That's what I remember from that. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
I was like, are you sure? Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't.
Was it really used for? You should do a little episode on this.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked at that super in depth just because, I mean, internet crimes are it's super interesting.
Yeah.
But it can be really difficult to, I mean, number one, it's not necessarily going to be PNW based, which I'll cover.
With that there would be a link. Like there's so many.
Yeah, there should be. Yeah, I mean, that one gets real dark. Yeah.
I know. I remember watching a documentary on that. Or it was like a docu-series? I don't remember. But yeah. Eek. Do you want to read the one you pulled for me?
Yeah. Okay. So some of you are going to be probably screaming, you know the answer. So I will.
Am I not going to know?
I don't know. I'm curious to see.
Okay.
I think it is fortuitous that this was the one that was kind of flipped up. It was flipped up a little bit. And I was like, oh, what's this? And I went to grab it. And then I was like, shut the fuck up. I'm going to read this one for Cassie. Okay. So that's how we got here.
It's just like tarot.
Yeah. Okay. What true crime podcast ends with the catchphrase, stay sexy and don't get murdered?
Oh, okay. I think I might know.
Okay. Serial, Case File, My Favorite Murder, or Dr. Death?
It's My Favorite Murder.
Oh!
I've never listened to it.
You crushed it. Yeah, but you've probably seen the stickers.
Maybe. I think
Yeah.
I've heard you say it recently. Like within the past
really?
month or so. I think you told me that and I was like, oh, they say that? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, what am I trying? No comment.
No, yeah. Probably the safest. Yeah. Mixed feelings from people on that catchphrase, I think.
You know,
I can see both sides.
You do you.
Yeah.
Should we pull another one? Just like one more each? I feel like this is fun.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do more and more. I don't care.
I mean,
more and more? Do you want to do more and more?
Do more? That would be more better.
I woke up with so much anxiety that I feel like now I'm just insane.
I feel like the last couple of recording sessions, like we've taken turns or sometimes simultaneously been very punchy.
Yeah.
Just like very, I don't know, very off kilter.
Yeah. It's fun. That's okay.
Yeah,
You
grab
can
another one.
Deal with it.
Another one. Oh, doing the intuitive. All right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Oh my God.
What?
You know this one.
Okay.
This is very interesting. Okay. The 20-month-old son of what aviator was kidnapped in March of 1932?
Oh, you mean the Lindbergh baby?
I was going to say she's going to answer it before she even needs to. Yeah. So the options were A, Orville Wright, B, John Glenn, C, Amelia Earhart, which is like, that's okay.
Okay, so they tried to throw in some names there that are associated with aviation to really like, oh yeah, that rings a bell. And it's like, yeah, because like Orville, he was like one of the Wright brothers.
Orville Redenbacher?
Right?
With the popcorn?
He does the popcorn, right?
Yeah. And then you pop the corn and then the plane flies.
Oh, that would be cool. That is an interesting one because I do have a case coming up that has to do with aviation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it Amelia Earhart? I'm obsessed with her.
No.
I don't know why, but like I really like her.
I mean, I think she was such a unique woman in that era. And I think in a lot of ways, like even today, she would stand out as being like really kind of a bold person. But the fact that it's like anything unsolved.
Yeah.
Really.
Like they still don't know what happened to her, right? As far as
to
I
my
know.
knowledge, I mean, unless they just figured it out yesterday. And
please email us.
Yeah. If you know what happened to Amelia, hello.
Call this hotline if you have any information on the disappearance of Amelia Earhart.
I mean, we do have a text number. I'm pretty sure that people can reply to us when we send out our little love notes via text. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
I know. Actually, I don't have it memorized because it's a really weird number. But maybe I will. Maybe we'll have to drop that in the show notes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Also sign up for a text.
Yeah.
And emails.
Also that.
And Patreon.
And, do all of the things. Smash that subscribe button.
That's like jerking off.
Oh,
wow. You got to do the
double.
that's
how you get this.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. This is fucking hilarious. I just picked one like right off the top. And
is it Elisa Lam?
Babe, this one was made for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I think you're going to see why. And it makes me, I feel like it's fortuitous.
I'm going to be so embarrassed if I don't know.
Okay. It's possible that you won't, but I feel like this is like almost a little sign about our upcoming creative project.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I gotta just spit out the question or I'm going to just blah, blah, blah.
Spit.
I know.
That's not what he said.
No, they never do. What U.S. state is home to the Emerald Triangle, a region that has long been associated with large-scale illegal marijuana farms?
California?
Oh my God, you guessed it right off.
Because I've been Googling this. This has been on my list of things to talk about.
Well, and
but then I realized it was more true crime-y.
Well, it's kind of both.
Yeah.
It's kind of both.
I'm glad I knew. Okay.
Yeah. So All four, multiple choice. It was first option is A, Oregon. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. I wanted to say Washington because like the emerald, but I was like, I
Yeah.
know it's not because
That's one of the options. So it was Oregon, Tennessee, California, and Washington.
Tennessee, that's like not even close.
Well, I think there was an operation, and it might not be Tennessee. I'm probably remembering wrong. I remembered. It's I'm pretty sure Kentucky.
Oh.
Because
Fried chicken?
No, it was so have you ever heard about, I mean, do you have any familiarity with like Kentucky bluegrass?
Like the music?
Yeah, and then I think
Not really?
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they have like a type of actual grass that grows in Kentucky.
Okay.
Too.
I was like, music? I've heard of her. Like actual bluegrass.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, it has like a bluish hue to it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was an operation where like it got kind of like the weed that they were growing there because it's, oh gosh, and I can't remember the specifics of it, but it was popularized and came from like this specific part of Kentucky, like I think up in the mountains. And it just like went crazy. Because at that point, it was like all of the weed was being grown in places like Mexico and California and, kind of the usual suspects, if you will. But all of a sudden, there's like this, what's this Kentucky bluegrass? I might have to look at that one again because it's kind of interesting.
I'm curious why Tennessee, like what Tennessee has with emerald things. Like, is there some sort of...
Maybe it's just a misnomer, like something that was, it's like the red herring. Yeah. I don't know.
Just because you said all those other people were connected with like aviation. So I'm like, what is Tennessee?
I think they
email us. Let us know.
I think that they're just kind of trying to throw in some answers that like seem plausible, but that does kind of make you wonder, like, what about Tennessee?
Yeah.
Oh, because Nashville, because it gets wild there.
Nashville. That's always the answer. If it's a question about Tennessee, because Nashville.
Because she be wildin'.
We had a story from someone from Tennessee on the Creepy People Chronicles.
True.
Maybe they know.
Yeah. If you could just write back with any information you have about Nashville, Kentucky bluegrass, the Emerald Triangle, what else?
Weed.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of this conversation.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, what does that not, I mean,
yeah.
Whoa.
That's funny. I love that. And I'm so glad I knew the answer.
Me too. Okay.
Okay.
I found one.
Okay.
What Fall River, Massachusetts resident was acquitted of the murder of her father and stepmother in
Lizzie
June?
Borden?
Bitch.
Come on. Pick an easier one. Pick a hard one.
I was like, that was the easy one. Okay, let's see. Some of these are a little probably too old. Oh, here we go. Speaking of Kells.
Oh, you're going to stump me probably on this one.
I don't know. You might know this one. In 1895, Irish dressmaker Bridget Cleary was murdered by her husband due to his suspicion that she was secretly what? A is a ghost. Which begs a question like, why would you murder a ghost?
I want that to be the answer, but I don't think that's correct.
B, a changeling. C, a demon. Or D, a selkie.
I feel like he wouldn't have... Wait, this is Irish though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the selkie?
It is not.
Oh, is it demon?
The changeling.
Oh, I was like, I don't know. It's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I would have known
that.
If I
case.
would have thought about it like a tiny bit more, I do know that changelings are like
it's an Irish thing. Yeah. It originates from sort of that part of like the
Are
UK.
maybe I was mistaking. Are Selkie? I think that they're Irish.
No, I think you're
Selkies?
right. Yeah, I think Selkie also, I don't know if it's specifically Irish. It might be, but I do believe that sort of legend or folklore originates from that region.
Mm-hmm. They're humans with seal skin on.
Ugh. No,
But
thank you.
like changelings are the ones where they like take them from birth and replace them with like a fairy or something, right?
Not necessarily from birth, but it can
Oh.
be from
They just
like
like
from
steal
as a
them.
child. Yeah. I feel like that is it's a phenomenon that I believe you hear more about happening to children.
Mm-hmm.
Like often very young children and or babies.
That seems right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah. Okay. There's like one other super easy one that I'm like, I can't with that. But I'll do this one because I think it's one of the more interesting ones of what I have in my hand.
Okay.
Okay. In 1925, the Austrian con artist Victor Lustig, I'm assuming, received 70,000 francs in a scheme to do what?
Where is this from again?
Austria?
Austria.
Yeah. A, sell the Eiffel Tower. B, kidnap Edith Piaf. C, rob the Orient Express.
Oh,
Or D, steal the Mona Lisa.
I really don't know. Yeah, give me the
50-50?
50-50.
Okay. So the 50-50 is sell the Eiffel Tower or steal the Mona Lisa.
I was for some reason going with the Mona Lisa anyway, so I'm just going to make that my answer. Wrong?
Yeah.
Sell the Eiffel
I know,
Tower.
this is when we need the soundboard.
Yeah.
She remembers that button.
Selling the Eiffel Tower just sounds weird.
Yeah, I don't know how
Like-
one goes about doing that exactly.
Honestly, I
but
feel like stealing the Mona Lisa is easier than selling at the Eiffel Tower.
yeah, how exactly are you moving that thing?
Or maybe was it like to sell the concept of it? Or
Well, maybe he was just saying, like, I'm not moving it anywhere, but I will sell it to you. You can own the Eiffel Tower.
Huh.
Like, it stays put, but you
Interesting.
own it,
so he's like a realtor.
I guess.
Man, I want him to steal the Mona Lisa. Not
Yeah.
really, because art shouldn't be stolen. But
I mean, listen, the Mona Lisa, she's been through enough.
was she stolen before?
I believe so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We should do an episode on that.
There's been a couple of attempted heists of the Mona Lisa for sure.
Wasn't there like a thing of, I could be completely batshit insane, but like a conspiracy, like she was stolen and they returned, like she was returned, but it's like not actually the original. Like it's a fake that they want people to think is the original.
I believe that is one conspiracy theory that exists.
That could literally be a conspiracy theory on any stolen art, though. So I don't know
Could
if
be.
it's specifically the
you're like,
Mona Lisa,
wow.
but it's fun to think about. Ooh.
Do you want to
Okay.
hear the super duper easy one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to pull one more for you now because I feel like we're on
Oh, really?
even. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The infamous unsolved murder of a woman known as the Black Dahlia
Oh.
occurred in 1947 in what city? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my
Okay.
head, but if you
I'll give
read
you
me
the
the
options.
things.
Do you want the 50-50? You know what? Actually, I feel like that's too easy.
It's like California somewhere, right?
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to give you the 50-50.
Okay.
C, Los Angeles, California. D, San Diego, California. San Diego.
I would say Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Who says Los Angeles? LA.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah.
For some reason, I was going to say that, but for some reason, there was like something in the back of my mind saying San Francisco, but I don't know why.
Huh.
But so, yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, LA makes sense, obviously. She was an actress.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull one more for you. This is too
All right.
fun.
I know.
We just have fun here.
I know. We're going to do some more fun stuff with this for sure. Should we do a trivia night?
Yes.
Patreon.
Patreon trivia night.
That'd be really fun.
That would be fun. We're doing it. Join the Patreon. Okay. What service did the disgraced biotech entrepreneur Elizabeth Holmes offer through her fraudulent startup Theranos? You know it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to read all of the things or do you have a guess?
Read the question again because I was just going like in my head.
What service did the disgraced biotech entrepreneur Elizabeth Holmes offer through her fraudulent startup Theranos? So like what services did she?
Okay, I don't know what the specific wording is that they're going to use. So read me the options.
Okay. Telehealth therapy.
Okay. Everybody knows that's BetterHelp.
How long ago was this? It doesn't have a year, so I don't know like how long ago it was.
It's pretty recent.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty recent that they've actually like wrapped up her trial.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So A, telehealth therapy, B, blood tests, C, biopsies, or D, genetic testing.
Oh my God, it's like they're not even trying. It's blood tests.
It is. I don't know anything about this, so that's interesting.
Really?
I've never heard of any of this before.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I'm fresh meat.
We have to end this now so that I can go and find some old interview clips of Ms. Elizabeth to show Cassie.
Like, what was she doing with the blood test?
That's really the question.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. Have a creepy ass Halloween.
Yay.
Don't sell fake blood tests.
And like, don't do if you do the elevator game, be very safe.
Just don't.
Take a buddy.
The simple answer is just don't.
Write down the instructions. Also, maybe don't.
Or just don't.
Unless you're with me.
Okay.
Because I'm a shield and I'll protect you.
Okay. I'm gonna go eat my crisp meat burrito. That's my shield.
I'm not gonna eat mine. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?